You may be feeling a little bit out of sorts today, and that's thanks to the moon that's peregrine in Aries, and it is opposite the sun in Scorpio. So imagine a big fat fire and the water that is being thrown onto the fire. So somebody's putting your fire out. Or what could be happening is the sun is boiling your emotions. So it's really making you feel extra emotional. That moon in Aries is peregrine. Doesn't know how to behave. It's difficult to express ourselves. The sun is also about our ego, and it's also about a vital life force energy. So somewhere our emotions are making us feel a little bit bleh. Let's also break it down some more. We have got a trine with the moon and Juno. So this is all about the way we relate to other people. And then we look at Pallas Athene, which is squaring the sun, but it's sextiling the moon. So we are struggling with expressing our emotions, with how we relate to other people. It's about this inner warrior that wants to come out and fight, and finding your way through this emotional turmoil. You've got to be so cautious about your ego. You've got to really have self-awareness. You really need to know, you need to be able to identify your feelings. Do you know what it is that you are feeling? You can't just say I'm anxious. You can't just say I'm angry. You really need to identify what is it about the situation that's making me feel anxious or making me feel angry. You will always find that it's got nothing to do with the other person and everything to do with you. It's time. We have to grow up. We have to show up. We have to wake up. The Venus planet, our beautiful Venus planet in Libra, which is, making a square to Jupiter. Yeah, there's a bit of a struggle also with how the things that we desire. So we might be finding it hard to attain the things that we want, that we have desires for. Jupiter is also going to be turning retrograde soon. He's going to be retrograding back into Cancer. He has been in Cancer. He's going to continue retrograding there. Mars is at an anaretic degree very soon at 29 degrees. Let's see, is he there yet? Yeah, he's 29 degrees, so he's at this anaretic degree, which means it's a crisis point. And Mars is the fight. Mars is the war. And he's at this crisis point. He's trining Neptune, which is in Pisces. Everything that you have once believed was your strength is now being dissolved. So the behavior is passive-aggressive. Really be cautious, because when Neptune's in the mix, it's dissolving all the boundaries that you think you've had in place. Again, self-awareness. Am I going to take a moment before I react? Am I going to take a moment and really look at these thoughts that I'm having? Are they actually real, or is it just in my imagination? Self-awareness goes a long way. Our Jupiter, in fact, is stationed, so he is going retrograde, and he'll be retrograde until the 11th of March next year. And he's retrograding in your Cancer house. So you need to know where your Cancer house is so that you can understand a little bit better about what Jupiter is doing for you, because he is expanding that area of your life. Mercury is stationed at 4 degrees in Sag. He's in his detriment. He's about to go retrograde. So everything about the way we communicate, the way that we are thinking, the way that we are expressing our thoughts and ideas need extra attention. Triple check everything. Think before you speak. Think before you act. Know how you are feeling. Take those feelings and identify them, because it's about you. All your feelings are super valid. Of course they're valid. But it is not an excuse to behave out of your ordinary, compassionate, loving self. It is not okay. Let's quickly also look at what's happening on the 5th of November, which is Mars at another anaretic degree, 0 degrees. It's going to be opposite Uranus. These are really crazy times because Uranus is shocks and surprises. Mars is the war and the fight. So think about it, put them together. They're in opposition. There's this push and this pull. So it's sudden violence. It's a breakdown in innovation. So much so that you could actually have electrical fires. No surprise, it's Guy Fawkes Day, so fireworks. Please be careful with the fireworks. You know, have an awareness of what you are doing. Think about the animals. I'm big guardian of animals. Think about them first before you go out and spend your money on fireworks. Rather spend it on a can of food and donate it somewhere if you really need to spend money. The fireworks is what's worrying me because of that opposition with Mars, so it can really go south. Be careful. Please be extra careful. And because of that fire element in there as well, you know, make sure that you're in open spaces. I mean, do I have to tell you how to do this? Please be cautious. I am more concerned about how we are reacting to situations that are coming up. We just don't have an excuse anymore as humanity. You know that Pallas Athene in Aquarius she's doing her best to push us out of our, you know, woe is me situation. She wants us to move out into a space where we are more like warriors. But this is about humanity. This is about being kind and humane. This is about Uranus also is about being able to catch a wake up. You've got to wake up, you've got to show up, you've got to be more compassionate. We really have to think before we act. We really need to be able to say, what are the consequences if I choose this? Be really gentle with yourself. I know it's a really challenging time. You know, emotions, thoughts, they're in conflict all the time. It's really, I can't put it any simpler. It's about the ego, it's about fear, it's about fighting what we really feel. We really need to find the places of love inside us and make those really shine. Really do take the extra effort in taking a good look at yourself and saying, this is not going to serve me, this will. In other words, am I going to choose love over fear? Let's do that over and over and over again. I wish you a smooth week, a happy Monday, lots of blessings. May the lights shine all over you. May that sun and that moon shine on you so that you can see clearly your way forward. We will speak soon again. Take care until then. Thank you for watching All Things Moons and Stars. Bye for now.